And hopefully it's working. I think I saw it working. Yep, it's working. Okay. So in 3, 2, 1, go. Hey gamers, what's up? My name's Ampersand, and welcome to a little bit of Magic the Gathering Arena. I don't typically like Arena. However, it is a pretty inexpensive way to test out standard decks, and I have been getting into standard recently in real life. So I figured I might as well use my little digital collection here to make a standard deck that I've been playing in real life and, you know, get more practice with it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to play some standard. And that's what we were doing. I just had my coffee, so I think I'm rip-roaring and ready to go. And let's take some dudes out with some good old-fashioned American control. Let's see what this opening hand looks like. Honestly, I don't like it. This I could deal with. I guess I'd get rid of the Thunder Trap Trainer, but being on the play is really bad. Or sorry, excuse me, being on the draw is really bad. Being on the play rules. I had to discard a card. Alright, at least I know with this deck I don't need to worry about the Sunfall too much. And I just drew another one, so... Oh, got you, frenzied fool. You're really living up to your namesake. And just grab a red here. Also, this deck isn't technically finished yet. I actually ran out of wild cards. I need some more Restless Anchorages and, you know, this, that, and the other thing. And I don't have them quite yet, but I'm working on it. I'm working on making this a finished deck. What the hell? Oh, I just discard a card. I guess Sunfall again. Now we can smack down the Forge and start getting in there. Start making some trouble. Also, you might notice I'm not using a webcam today. I just didn't feel like it. Essentially, I do have two webcams, and I could use one at my computer and use one at my entertainment setup where I have all my consoles and stuff. But it kind of sucks to do that, so I'm not a big fan of it. Scry 2, make me... He's gonna draw a card and lose 2 life and do all sorts of stuff. He's not doing too bad. He's a little bit more creature-based than I thought he was gonna be. At least we can get some blockers up here. Start smacking in. And if he does kill my Ral Crackling Wit, I have a way around that. Because he does have lethal on him if he, like, just, you know, cast Cut Down. Cut Down would clear the way. Go for the throat. So far he's not playing it, though. Maybe he doesn't have it. He might not have it. I gotta discard a non-land card. I want to be able to replay that Ral if I lose my Ral here. Oh, he's going straight for face. What a crazy guy. Do I actually just take 5? I'm gonna take 5. If I was him, I'd sacrifice a land. But I'm not him, so I can't really play the game for him. Sacrificing a creature. I'm gonna decline. Go ahead and draw, man. I know it's a dangerous game I'm playing, but that's Magic the Gathering, baby. Get some more blockers out there. I don't think I'm winning this one. I mulliganed, you know, against the discard deck. Like, that's not a good place to be. And then on top of that, I was on the draw, so... Yeah, I was just, I was not doing so hot from the get-go. But at least we got a counter here for whatever... Do I care about this? No, I think there's worse things you can play. Like Liliana of the Veil, that would be something you'd want to counter. Of course, I'm taking a damage for it, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. In fact, I think I'm dead. I wonder if he knows it. You can just swing in and I think I'm dead, because I'll have to take 2 from the menacing Thoughtstalker Warlock. There he goes, he figured it out. Did he? Did he figure it out? Okay, there he goes, he figured it out. And then I'm gonna take 2 of my upkeep and die to the Bandit's Talent, so... them's the breaks. Not a great start, but you know what? I got a little screwed. And that happens in Magic. That obviously happens because you know what? It just happened. So there you go. The proof is in the pudding, baby. Let's get another one going. Let's get another one going. Also, you might be noticing that I'm doing best of 1 with a control deck, which also seems like really silly stuff, right? Like I said, I ran out of wild rare cards while making the main deck. I didn't even have enough for the sideboard, so... Although, I guess I didn't even check my collection to see if I had most of the sideboard. Maybe I do. Also, Johnny Bravo is a damn good name. Damn good name. I'll keep this. I like being on the play, and I like having some Lightning Helixes and interactions, and... yeah, this should be a lot better of a game, I think. I mean, it depends on what he's playing a little bit, but this seems good against a decent amount of matchups. Like, if he's creature-based at all, I feel like I'm doing pretty good here. I can start off with a Meticulous Archive, go into a Sheevan Reef and have Lightning Helix up, and then eventually we get to that Ral, and we get to, ooh, a Restless Anchorage. That's the only one in my deck, so I'm gonna keep it. I like having land. Alright, here we go. This is the moment of truth. This is one of the decks that is really hard to beat. It's very fast, and if your control deck isn't ready... So this is a great matchup for me right now. If he goes all in on that Heartfire hero, it's gonna die. And now he's like checking my mana base. He's like, I wonder what he has. Yeah, he's seeing the American red, white, and blue here and being like, oh shit. Alright, so I think here, we just take out the Emberheart. The Heartfire is also annoying, but we have another Lightning Helix for it next turn, so no big deal. Alright, we're definitely drawing into a lot of land here, which is not necessarily great. But as long as he's running out of creatures... Shit! Magic. Do I Lightning Helix it now? I think I do. I'll just take more damage if I don't. And we'll have the blocker with, oh, wait, another Lightning Helix. Holy crap! Actually a little surprised. So yeah, I guess we just hold up our last Lightning Helix and hope he's gonna run out of fuel here. Oh, he's got a Mishra's Foundry. Ooh, and a Squee? Alright. We kill that Squee. Although it can come back, but he has to pay like 4 mana and exile 4 other cards. I guess he's got it, but it's still good to take out a Squee when you can, I think. What you got? Alright, that's fine. He's pretty much... Oh, and I got a Get Lost too, yeah. I think instead of the Get Lost, though, I think we get down Ral here. I think we're gonna get Ral down or start making some blockers, and then we'll get Lost next turn. Oh yeah, he's completely out of gas right now, so this is looking pretty good. He is replaying the Squee. That's most of his graveyard gone, so he can't do it again. What does this guy do? Whenever it attacks, he gets a 1/1 red goblin token that's attacking. I wonder if it attacks the same target as Squee, or if he gets to choose which target it's attacking. I guess we'll find out. So to block the most damage here, we're gonna block here. Ral's gonna take 2. 3, sorry. Go to 2 is what I meant to say. And we actually have some pretty good protection here, so we're gonna play this. And we're gonna pass the turn. And it looks bad. It looks kind of bad right now, but believe me, we're actually not doing too shabby. This could be worse. He's gonna shock my creature, which is a little annoying. He's gonna pump up that Mishra's Foundry. Let's see if he goes all in on the Ral or not. He might go for Exacties, and then we can kind of get him. Oh, he's going right for face. Interesting. Okay, so we're gonna get lost this guy. And then we're going to make the Restless Anchorage come out and play, and we're gonna block this guy. Actually, let's block his land while we still can. Owned. Alright, he's leaving an Ember Heart on top. I think the first thing I do is I play this Thunder Trap. But I don't use my only source of red, unlike what the auto tapper seems to think I should do. Might need that red. Ooh, Sunfall's really good. Yeah, we take Sunfalls. Did I play a land this turn? I don't even remember. I don't think I did, so I think I actually want to... -3 the Ral? Do I? Maybe I don't yet. Maybe I wait one more turn. Yeah, I think I wait one more turn. If he plays this, he fucked up. He fucked up. Didn't go for my ass again? Has he learned his mistake? No, he's going straight for me. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that too. I'm, you know, I would take out the Ral if I was him, because it's gonna just get worse and worse for him. Alright. Alright, buddy. You got it. Look at him, like, looking... Oh my god, he's like, oh, I don't know. What do I do? Alright, he's gonna make another Goblin. We're totally cool with this. We actually just let the Goblins hit, because we want to just save as much face as possible here. We're just going to make this dude. We're gonna block here, and then block here. Because we want to exile that Squee, while also taking 0 damage. And then, guess what we do, gamers? It was a given. I'm actually gonna make this now, because I want to just make an even bigger shooter here. Now, hopefully he runs into a land. Yeah, there we go. We win. Game over. Oh yeah, he's fucked. Yep, see ya, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, that felt pretty good. Okay, that was cool. So far so good, gamers. We're making some progress here. Alright. So first game was a little bit of a wash. We went down a card on the draw against a discard deck. So that wasn't very good. Right? Second game, we went up against a mono red deck who looked poised to like take me out, but he couldn't get there. I had all the tricks. I drew through. Sorry, bleh, mushed mouth. I'm still, even though I had my coffee, it's still taking a little bit of effect here. I drew 3 lightning helixes. I drew 3 lightning helixes. That's pretty nuts. So I think what I want to do here, just in terms of like, I'm looking at this hand, I'm going to keep it. I think normally I would play the Fabled Passage first because I would want to set up the white mana and have that available if I need it later. But I think instead I'm going to play the Mountain first, leave up the Torch. Well, I guess since he's playing first, I get to see what he's rolling with. And he's rolling with white. Yeah. We drew the white anyway, so we definitely don't need to fix for white here. And now we get to torch the tower, that stupid fucking bat. He gets to see all the goodies in my hand, but I don't mind it. You can take a look, baby. I'm a little bit of an exhibitionist, so I kind of like it when you're looking, you know? You a voyeur, bio squirrel? Is that what you got going on? You're a little bit of a freak? That's cool. Cool, man. Oh, look at all these Rowls. Alright, I think here we play the Meticulous Archive, because we have enough to pay for that clue. Do we need a Thunder Trap Trainer? It would get me deeper into the deck to find some answers for his bullshit. So yeah, I think we do keep it. We're probably playing Ral next turn, but it also kind of depends what else he's got here. Yeah, we're probably playing Ral. So far, this doesn't look too bad. I can take it. I think just having the blocker up is going to be pretty good. Oh, and the Sunfall. That changes things, too. Yeah, we definitely don't need to go searching for answers right now, because we just drew the answer. We have the answer right here. We're good, gamers. We're good. He's gonna have to extend the board now in order to buff up that Essence Channeler and, you know, use his LS Ilkor Sadistic Pilgrim. Or he'll just do that. I mean, I guess that works too. I was hoping he'd build up the board here. Alright, I still have 2 other Rals, so I'm not super worried. I kind of want him to fall for my ploy, though, here. But at the same time, do I wait and potentially get batted and have to discard? I think I play the Thunder Trap here, actually. Wow, that was bogus. Okay. I really want him to extend the board, like, one more creature. Like, one more... Like, these things don't bother me as much as, like... Yeah, there we go. That's all I needed. That's all I needed, gamers. I just needed him to play that last creature there. Is he going to swing all in? I would. Although he's looking at my open mana and maybe being like, do I? Yeah, he does. I mean, that was the right answer. You want to get that damage in there when you can. Alright. Do I be even greedier and let him overextend even more? Because I have the Lightning Helix. I could kill that Essence Channeler in response. Oh, but then he gets to move the +1/+1 counters. Maybe I just Sunfall now. I'm just worried he's going to rebuild the board and be annoying. I guess I play another Ral here. Yeah. And I leave up the Lightning Helix. I'll grab another Mountain with this Fabled Passage if I need it. He loves his virtues. He's very virtuous. Do I do it now? I think I do it now. He's gonna be able to move these +1/+1 counters on something else, but at least I get to buff up my dude, and I think that avoids lethal. Yeah, I'm cool with that. He can't kill my Ral now. And he overextended. That's what we've been waiting for here. Alright, is he gonna leave that Life Creed duo on top? This is where I'm gonna Sunfall. I'm glad that I waited for this Sunfall because, yeah, this is gonna be good. Alright, now he pitches it. Interesting. But yeah, he can't kill my Ral. I'm gonna destroy his board. This is good stuff, gamers. Oh, and I got another Sunfall too, you know, just in case I didn't get enough of them. Probably at the end of his turn, I turn this thing into a dude, and I probably get another source of blue? Yeah, blue. But yeah, now he actually like surveilled his creature or explored his creature off. So like he could have just drawn into like another land and now he can't rebuild the board. Like at least he would have been able to build the board back up if he played that Life Creed duo, but now he might have nothing at this point. That might be why he's roping. He might have absolutely nothing. Also because I exiled most of his stuff that I've destroyed. He can't get it back with the Virtue of Persistence, even if he does get that out eventually. Like, yeah, he could get these two. But that's not really all that scary. Like, his graveyard looks like shit right now. He must feel like shit. I think that's why BioSquirrel is like, okay, I'm done. And I don't blame him. I don't blame BioSquirrel. I don't blame you for roping, bro. You got fucking wrecked right there, man. You got destroyed. Ah, man. Yeah. I love Control. I love playing Control, so this is like really fun for me. I like it. I like games like this where, you know, you have the answer in your hand, but you're like hold, wait for him to reach a critical mass, and then kaboom, Sunfall. See you in hell, noob. It's just a great feeling. So yeah, I roped out BioSquirrel. BioSquirrel could not handle my deck. Goodbye, BioSquirrel. Alright, let's grab that extra blue. I know he's just gonna rope out and, like, disconnect, but just in case he comes back, I'll play as though he is coming back. Yeah, I definitely need to get those Restless Anchorages into this deck. The list that I'm using doesn't use like a lot of what do you call it? Manlands. So not having any of the manlands is bad. Like, I don't think I run Mirrex in this deck, which is really strange to me, but I guess in like a 3-color control deck, maybe sometimes you don't want the Mirrex because like it only adds a colored mana the first turn you play it. So like, you know, sometimes it can be like a dead colorless mana, and like sometimes you need the colored mana to get there. So yeah, maybe Mirrex is just a little too risky for a 3-color control deck. But yeah, I'll show you guys my deck really quick. You guys want to see my list and what I'm running here? Let me show that off. Maybe I should have showed that off in the first place, but let me just Dynamite. Very funny. Yeah, let's go into this. I'll show you my deck, guys. All right. So this is it. I think you can make this look. where is it? There's a way that you can like change. I'll just click this. No, that's not a good way. How do you so yeah, again, I'm not a master of this stupid arena shit. So sometimes the UI confuses me. I think I can like maybe you can only do it in draft where like you can flip. No, I feel like you should be able to flip the bitch. I just don't know how you do it. Well, anyways, I guess we're just gonna have to deal with this. I'll hover over the cards so you can kind of see them as we go. 3 steps ahead, counterspell, draw engine, and also in a pinch can make a copy of like an artifact or creature. So sometimes you can make another Urabrask Forge. Sometimes you can make another copy of like a Prowess Otter. Like, you know, just sometimes you need that little extra oomph. So if you're, you know, if you're really ahead and you're at 8 mana, you can do all 3 and it feels pretty good in this deck. It's nice. Torch the Tower gets rid of like a lot of like mono reds bullshit. Mono red has a lot of like things that when it dies and goes to the graveyard, you know, deal X damage where X is equal to the power of the creature, right? So a lot of red decks and Rakdos decks will run these things that like fling creatures, or they don't mind if their creature dies as much. So like you want to use the Torch the Tower on them, kind of exiles them instead of dying so they don't get their on death trigger. Get Lost is just great. Instant speed, 2 mana, you know, removal for creatures, enchantments, and planeswalkers. It does give them map tokens, which sometimes can be used against you. But oftentimes you're like, yeah, I would rather give you 2 map tokens than you have a Liliana. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's good. Deduce. I'm not high on Deduce. I feel like a lot of American Control players, and just Control players in general, kind of are, but I'm actually not really a big fan of this card, and I've been thinking about like running Sleight of Hand instead or something, because I would rather pay 1 mana to get deeper into my deck than pay 2. And then 4 mana total if you want to like crack the clue later. Like, I get it. We're going to get to the point in this deck where we look at Caretaker's Talent, and whenever a token enters, you get to draw a card. This becomes a 2 mana draw 2 if you have the Caretaker's Talent out. But I feel like sometimes you just don't draw the Caretaker's Talent, but you draw Deduce, and then it's just such a really cumbersome, crappy way to draw cards. And I don't really like it that much. There really isn't any other token synergy besides the Caretaker's Talent that makes Deduce like such an like a 4 of auto include draw engine for this deck. I don't like it that much. You know, I guess you can like the only other things you could do is like you could make a copy of the token for like 4 mana, which seems really bad. And then you could also tap 2 and sacrifice a token to draw a card. But that's tapping 3 lands to draw a card, where with the clue you only need to just tap 2, right? So why would you ever do that, right? So really there's no synergy with Deduce besides Caretaker's Talent. When you have Caretaker's Talent out and you Deduce, you feel like a genius, but otherwise it feels pretty bad. Then you're running 4x Thundertrap Trainers. These guys are actually good and I enjoy them. Early game, it just lets you hit answers that you might need, like contextually, depending on what the opponent's playing. And even if it doesn't, it just digs into your deck deeper. So like you might have remembered one of those games I played. I don't remember if it was the last one or the one before, where I played a Thundertrap Trainer and I hit nothing, right? It was like 4 lands or something like that. Good. Those 4 lands are gone and are on the bottom of your deck, and you don't have to worry about them anymore. Like you kind of like to see that too. Like you don't mind it. It just gets you deeper into your deck. Like, Thundertrap gets you deeper into your deck than Deduce, and so most of the time I'd play the Thundertrap Trainer over the Deduce when it comes to that, option. Just because it gets you to an answer for the same amount of mana, but it digs you deeper into your deck. I like it. He's a good otter. Love this guy. And then later in the game, you can Offspring it for 4, so it's like 6 mana, look at the top 8 cards of your library, and pick 2 from each batch of 4. Pick 1 from each batch of 4. You know what I'm trying to say. It lets you get 2 different triggers of it. So you're looking at the top 8 and you get to choose 2. It's good. It's good stuff. This deck on the list. So this deck is supposed to be played in best of 3, I feel, because running just one No More Lies feels kind of wasteful, but it's like not bad in a pinch. You really want to draw this early though. If you don't draw this like in your opening hand and you draw this like turn 8 or something, you're like, shit, this is just a dead card. You don't like dead cards. And for the most part, No More Lies is like a dead... Like, I would rather this be a negate. And honestly, until I fix up my sideboard, maybe I do that. Maybe I run a negate instead of No More Lies. Because, I mean, No More Lies can hit some early creatures, too. Like, sometimes there's some problematic creatures. But oftentimes, I'm using No More Lies in, like, a mirror control matchup where, like, you know, you're going up against red-white tokens control, and you just want to hit their Urabrask Forges and their Caretaker talents, and it feels really good to do that. But otherwise, I'm not a big fan of No More Lies. I'll keep it for now because it's in the deck list. Eventually, we're going to be playing best of 3s and not best of 1s, and it'll become more relevant. And until then, yeah, it's a little bit of a dead card in certain matchups and at certain points of the game, but whatever. Lightning Helix, 2 mana, 3 damage to any target, which, you know, a lot of decks in Standard run very small creatures with 3 toughness. There's like a couple of mid-range decks that like you need 2 Lightning Helixes to take down something, which feels really bad. But sometimes that works too. You're running 4 Lightning Helixes, you're going to get there. On top of that, and we'll get to it when we get to Ral a little bit later, but the Lightning Helix also becomes a win con when you have Ral's emblem out, which is kind of nice too. So Caretaker's Talent, we kind of mentioned it before. You get to draw a card every time you play a token. Every time a token comes into play, you get to draw a card. You only do it once per turn, but like, you know, if you get a couple of these guys out, you're drawing multiple cards each turn. And you can do it on your opponent's turn. That's when Deduce gets good, because Deduce is an instant, and it's one of the only ways you can like make a token on an opponent's turn, so you just like get massive upside from the Caretaker's Talent. Otherwise, I still don't like the Deduce though. But anyways, the nice thing about Caretaker's Talent is that you can use this to make a... you can clone a token that you control. That doesn't just mean creature tokens. It can be any tokens. You can hit clue tokens, you can hit map tokens, you can hit treasure tokens. Like any token you want, you can make a copy of with 1 white mana, which feels really good. It especially feels really good with Urabrask Forge, which we're about to get to. But yeah, the ultimate is tap 4 creatures tokens you control get +2/+2. Also extremely good with the Urabrask Forge. So let's get to the Forge. The Forge has a lot of text on it, but just to make it simple, every combat you make an X1 red creature token with Trample and Haste, and it increments the oil tokens, so it starts as a 1/1, then it's a 2/1, then it's a 3/1, blah, blah, blah. That's pretty much the gist of this card. So it makes you a token every turn guaranteed, which goes really well with this because you want to be drawing those extra cards every turn, so... Boom, you make a token with Urabrask. Boom, you draw a card off the Caretakers. And then the other nice little synergy with Urabrask and Caretakers is that once the Phyrexian Horror gets like big enough, which is usually around like 3/1, 4/1, you can actually use the white to make a copy of the token, and you won't sacrifice it. Oh, that's another thing I should say, is that you sacrifice the token at the end of turn normally. But if you make a copy of the token, you don't have to sacrifice that copy, so it actually stays in play, which is pretty nice, and it just gives you more creature advantage. So around 3 or 4, you can have like a 3/1, 4/1 Trampler swinging every turn. Ral, Crackling Wit, you probably saw me play this a couple of times. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you put a loyalty counter on it. So in a control deck, obviously you're playing a lot of non-creature spells, so he just gets bigger and bigger. Sometimes this puts him out of range of lethal if the opponents are able to attack him. If they aren't, he just gets out of hand. You can make a 1/1 blue and red otter creature token with prowess every turn, and that pluses them. For a -3, you can kind of sort of brainstorm. Like, it's not exactly a brainstorm because you have to discard the 2 cards instead of putting them on top of your library in any order. But it's pretty much like a brainstorm-ish effect where you draw 3 cards and discard 2 cards. And so sometimes if you're really desperate and you need to draw an answer, like sometimes the last thing you want to do, but sometimes you have to do, is you have to -3 the Rao, and you can draw an answer, hopefully. And then the -10 is draw 3 cards, and sorcery and instant spells you cast have Storm. I mentioned that Lightning Helix becomes a win con once you get the emblem out. That is 100% true. I've actually killed somebody in a best of one by ulting Rao, and then later just digging through my deck and getting out as many copies of Lightning Helix as I could with my Thunder Trap trainers and deduces and all that stuff. And yeah, I hit the opponent with 9 Lightning Helixes by using the Storm. It was pretty nutty. You can kill people with Lightning Helix when you have the Rao emblem. So it does become a win con eventually, which is kind of nice. Just gives a little bit of more modality to Rao. You're not just +1ing, like, if you get to the 10, you probably want to do it. It's still contextual because it doesn't win the game on the spot, really. But, like, if you're ahead and the opponent's kind of behind and you just need, like, the win con, like, that's a good win con. And then we have Sunfall. Sunfall, you saw, exiles all creatures, makes a an incubate token where X is the number of creatures exiled this way. So not only does it like board wipe and get rid of all, and it exiles too, so they can't get them back from the graveyard. Not only does it board wipe, it also gives you a creature, like a token that can become a creature that you can swing with next turn. So it's pretty good stuff in this deck. And then so this is my land base. It's not perfect yet. I haven't had the wild cards. As you can see, I have 8 mythics and 0 rares. All the lands are rare, and so that you would want, and I don't have the rare wild cards for them, unfortunately. So this is as good as I got, but it's pretty close. So I'm still trying to find Restless Anchorages. Anytime I get a rare wild card, I just use it on that. And then I think there might be like 1 or 2 other lands. I might need to get another Meticulous Archive. I think there's a couple other Surveyor lands, like, I can't remember what they're called, but I guess I could show it. Something like Glamour or something like that. It's a red-blue one, I think. No, there's Thundering Falls. I'm not sure if my deck runs the Thundering Falls. What was it then? Was it red-white? Yeah, Elegant, not Glamour, Elegant. Elegant Parlor. I think I need 2 of these at some point, too. And, yeah. And then other than that, I only run the 4 Restless Anchorages as my man lands. And then I think I only run 1 with Fountain Port. Maybe it's 2. But I'll have to look at my deck list later that I've been going off of and figure that out. But yeah, that's the deck so far. And eventually we're going to get a sideboard going. Not right now, because let's get back to the games, right? Like, that was a pretty long little segue. But I wanted to show off the deck a little bit. But we're just going to go ahead and once I'm done recording, I'm gonna look at like what can I make with my sideboard, because even though I haven't played Arena in a while, I do have like a decent sized collection, so I might actually have some of the stuff that I need. You never know. Rod. Don't spare this child. So yeah, we actually have the No More Lies right off the bat. And we can go into an Urabrask Forge, and we have enough for a counter with the 3 steps. This is really good. It's not amazing, but like starting with this and then the island it's gonna be good. I don't know what their deck is, so you think I'd keep it, but I actually want to hit more lands. Because I can't play that for a while anyways, and I have 2 more I can draw into if I need them. I think we actually get rid of that Sunfall. I might regret it, but I might not. Alright, he's coming out swinging. He's either a mouse deck or he's mono red or Rakdos Fling deck. And he's looking mono red to me right now. I think I countered that. I don't like countering that because he's probably got another pump spell and he doesn't really care. But I think we try to make that as small as possible so it doesn't hurt later as much. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's doing anything else, so that's good. So here I kind of have to wonder, do I play the Forge now? Or do I save the 3 steps? The 3 steps would be very defensive and helpful. But the Urabrask would start me like on the aggro path with hitting back a little bit. I think we do that. Because the Urabrask Forge is a win con. So, we want to get our win con out as soon as possible. It sucks because I'd rather like counter another stupid ass like spell. He's gonna be able to go a little all out here. He could potentially kill me actually. It's actually within reason that he could do it. But he's just slick shotting, that's not so bad. Like this is 8 damage, I'm going down to 10, which puts us even closer to lethal. Oh, there's the... See, I told you I had more Sunfalls in this deck, so it wasn't that big of a deal. So now he only has 3 cards. 1 or 2 of them could be lands, and he might draw a land, right? Like, if we're just being hopeful. I could play this Ral down and put out a blocker for the Heartfire, but I feel like that doesn't matter as much as countering his spell with the 3 steps ahead. And then next turn I can Sunfall, and then hopefully he runs out of gas. I think that's where we're at here. I think we 3 steps ahead into a Sunfall and then hope that he runs out of shit to play. So we want to hit the pump spells or the fling spells as much as possible here. Alright, he didn't play another creature, so that's good. We're not going to block. He's obviously got something. He's gonna shock me. So shock is 2 damage. So that would be 8 damage total? I think we take it. Yeah, I think we take it. He might have another pump spell. Oh, but even if he doesn't, he's gonna get that trigger anyways off of the Slick Shot, and I think he wins regardless, yeah. Yeah, I think he won regardless, so there was nothing I could do about it. He also had the Monstrous Rage, so even if I played a Ral and put out a blocker for the Heartfire hero, he was gonna be able to trample over anyway, so... Yeah, that's what Mono Red does. There's not too much I can do about it, unfortunately. Alright, let's do like 2 more games and then we'll call it good. Just so we get a nice swath of decks played against here. Hopefully we don't just run into Mono Red and Rakdos Fling too much, but we might. We might. So this hand kind of blows. This is very slow. But we are on the draw. We could draw into an untapped land. A little greedy, but we do have Caretaker's Talent and Ral, which feels really good, and a Sunfall for later. And we can kind of, like, with just what we have here, we can turn 3 Lightning Helix, which feels kind of bad, but it's, like, fair if we need it. He's also going a little slow. Okay, let's see what colors he's running here. What is he grabbing? This will inform you. He's going for a Swamp. Okay. But we want to surveil and hopefully hit an untapped land. Do we need a second Lightning Helix? Probably not. We need an untapped land. There's 2 other Lightning Helixes in this deck if I need them. Wait, what? Alright, we did get the untapped land, so we do have the Lightning Helix on board. And then if we don't need the Lightning Helix, I think we Lightning Helix this, actually. I was gonna just deduce, but that thing's just gonna get bigger and bigger and be annoying, so I think we just take it out. Alright, he's got the Caustic Bronco. That's not so bad. We did hit the untapped land again, so we can Caretaker's Talent. Then we can rouse Crackling Wit into a Sunfall, and our Fable Passages work for us instead of against us. So this is good, and he's playing out a bunch of creatures, which is also good. Because that means our Sunfall is going to be even more effective later. Oh, he did 0 damage to me, but he did get a Demo Field, which is kind of annoying. But thankfully we have the mana fixing even if he takes out our duder there. So we're just gonna grab, oh, let's say a blue. We're gonna play out a Ral Crackling Wit. Now he's running black, so he probably has the creature destruction. So what would actually probably be smarter is actually to just get the value out of this guy now. And probably just draw 3 here. Oh, he'll just, like, take 3 damage from me, too, or do that. Like, that's good, too. Restless Anchorage we like. I think we just get rid of the Deduces. And then hopefully he overextends here and plays 1 more creature out. He might Restless Cottage, too, though. Which would be smart. But he's saddling up. He's going in. He's got Sheoldred. I wonder if he's gonna play it. That'd be so greedy, but I'd love it if he played the Sheoldred right now. Yeah, make the most of your mana. Play that. Yes! Sorry, I got a little excited there. But yeah, I love that. We're gonna draw. We're gonna take the 2. But he's only gonna have that Restless Cottage coming up here, and we want another white source, I suppose. Maybe another red source would have been good, too. Yeah, we just get rid of that shit. Thanks, buddy. And we can't do anything about the Restless Cottage now, but next time we can get lost it, and it'll feel pretty good. Oh, he did not like that Sunfall. But hey, you're the one who played into it, not me. Let's play the Forge out and then leave up the Get Lost. Let's start getting our win con out. Oh man, look at all those Caretaker talents, man. This is what this deck is all about, baby. It's pretty much like red-white controlled tokens, but it has that blue splash that I feel really helps and like makes it more consistent. I'm a big fan. He's duressing me. That's actually kind of, shit. He's probably gonna take that Get Lost now. I would if I was him. Yeah, there it goes. So now I can't kill the Cottage. Well, that was pretty smart. So that's another thing, too, is, like, even though it's best of 1, people are, like, main decking Duresses. We can block the Cottage. And I think to be mana efficient, we will. Oh, he didn't attack. That's interesting. I think I'm still going to make this guy to be mana efficient into a creature. He's probably just going to destroy it, but it's like, whatever. Alright, what else do we need? We need another red source. We're going to grab red here. He's demo fielding me now. That's fine. I'll grab another blue source with that. Or maybe another white source. And then I'll grab the red source with the other one. I have a pretty good... You gonna eat his food too? What did I say I wanted blue? Yeah, blue seems... No, I wanted red. There we go. And then we're just gonna smack down a lot of Caretaker's talents, and we're just gonna like get a lot of value off of this Forge here. It's gonna be nice. Yeah, he's eyeballing that that food token a lot. He's like, oh, he's like shifty-eyed, like, oh. But yeah, we're gonna refill our hand. It's gonna be awesome. We got another Get Lost, which is great. What's he gonna do? Do I hold back? I think I hold back. Do I make the token now? Probably, actually, just to be mana efficient. We probably do. Just because I have 2 extra triggers of this anyways, so... Also, you don't want... I found this out by mistake. I'll admit it. I'll freely admit it. I found this out by mistake. But you do not want to make copies of the Phyrexian token because they won't have the +1/+1 counters on them, and they'll just die. I did make that play mistake before. Just letting you guys just be perfectly honest here. Alright, he's going in for the Restless Cottage. I think I'll block this time. Seems like a good idea. Alright, we got a Thunder Trap Trainer too. Like, we're doing awesome here. Yeah, we have a lot of things we can do. I think we just, I don't think I'm going to play the Thunder Trap because I already have, like, enough answers in my hand that I don't really need it. And I'm going to be drawing a lot more anyways. Probably don't need the No More Lies anymore, so that's probably one of the prime things that I'm going to discard here. Caustic Bronco. Do I want to counter it now? I think I do. And we want to make the copy forge here. Then we still have enough for the Get Lost. We'll just destroy it now so we can't hit my graveyard, even though it doesn't super matter. Yeah, he's fucked. It's over. We're actually gonna make a copy of this 4-1 here. Discard 3 cards. Probably just the land. Like, definitely this one, and this one, I think. Yeah, we're just gonna counter that. He's getting the shield rig, but we can actually deal with that too. Do I just kill it? Yeah, I think I do. Alright, we'll end on that one. That was a pretty good victory. That felt pretty good. Thank you all for watching. It was a pretty fun little exercise in like making some magic, like, you know, videos. Like, I haven't really ooh, I got the quest done too, even better. In fact, we actually have 1,000. Let's do one pack opening. I'm still trying to find Restless Anchorages while I can. So let's see if I get a Restless Anchorage here. Probably not, but that's what I've been doing. I did get a Restless Land, though, the last time I did this. Let's see. It's rare. It's a wild card. That amounts to a Restless Anchorage. Okay. Let's throw that in the deck. We'll get rid of, oh, let's say a Plains. And we will add a Restless Anchorage. Wrestler? Restless. Oop, did I add 2? I only meant to add 1. Craft it. All right, there we go. Now we have 2 of them. Now we're a little bit more competitive. Every time I get one of those rare wild cards, this deck gets a little bit more competitive, and I like that. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Hopefully this little experiment into playing Magic was fun. I might set up a webcam on the next one. I just kind of wanted to jump into it today, though, for now. I just wanted to make something. But, you know, if people like this and they want to see more, you know, then I will play more American Control for you. Unfortunately, I'm not a content creator. I'm not a Magic content creator. Maybe I should use these jump-in tokens at some point. But anyways, I'm not a Magic content creator. So the reason why I'm saying that is because, guess what? I don't get like a million gems and a million gold to just make any standard deck I want and experiment. So, you know, you're probably, if I make more videos, it's probably just gonna be more of the same, more of my red, white, and blue deck. So, probably not the most interesting content for now. But you know, every once in a while I might, you know, once I upgrade the deck more, I might come back to, like, I'm still going to be making, like, video game reviews and stuff as my primary stuff. I'm not a Magic, content creator or anything, so, I'd rather make video game reviews. But every once in a while when I have, like, a little free time and I'm playing Magic anyways, I might as well show the games that I'm playing and just, like, you know, show off, some expert red, white, and blue control Magic play. You know, I think I'm pretty good. Like, there are some things. If I lose, it's usually the draws, and like it's usually not a misplay. So hopefully, just seeing like some good plays, some good ass plays by me is enough. But, anyways, thanks for watching. See you on the next video. Probably gonna be a review. I'm gonna be working on that this month. Still don't know exactly what video game I'm going to review, but keep your eyes sharp, gamers, and might see a new video game review coming soon. Alright, bye.